Have you ever made an elderly person weep? I remember an older man coming into my film lab one day, gripping onto his camera like his life depended on it. As he walked over to me, he looked me in the eyes and asked me when I could get his film developed. I told him we were currently backlogged, and it would take about 2 weeks, but he stated he needed it done urgently. It sounded like he was going to say more, but he stopped himself and slowly shook his head. I told him I could have our intern develop it for him this afternoon, and he could come back for it tomorrow morning. His eyes gleamed as he handed me his camera and thanked me. That afternoon, I told my intern to develop the film and have it ready, but if I knew the mess I'd walk into the next morning, I would have taken the time to do it myself. I opened the shop, and there was the film, absolutely destroyed with nothing but a note next to it that said, "I'm sorry I came in tipsy yesterday and destroyed this film. I won't be coming back." I knew there was no recovering it, and I felt immense guilt in trusting some kid with a customer's film. Sure enough, the older man walked in right as we opened, and as I told him what happened, he started shaking. He was completely freaking out, and I sat him down with a cup of water scared he was about to faint when he started wailing the way no man ever should. He told me the film was the only pictures he got of his granddaughter who was born last week and ended up passing away in the ICU the next day. He wanted to have the photos developed as that was his only proof that her birth wasn't just his dream, and I hugged him as I apologized, not knowing what else to say. We ended up sitting together for an hour as he told me about his loss, and I was glad to be of some comfort to him during his difficult time. He thanked me for being a friend once he left.